Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Before we start, if you could hit the subscribe button and the like button just below the video, and that means I can actually help grow this channel, give you more yoga, more of the pranayama classes, GMB, the body weight and the stretch therapy techniques as well. It'll help this become a really good wellness channel that you can come back to time and time again. So let's get started. Hands and knees, tabletop. Warm up the wrists, so hands coming close, fingers forward, just moving gently forward and back. Always a litmus test as you start all this work, whether it's the morning, afternoon or evening, tuning in, noticing what's happening in the body, how it feels. So turn the fingers out to the sides, moving side to side here. Then even trying to turn the wrist forward and leaning back. From the side, it just looks gently like this. Again, you can do some gentle movements forward and back as well. Spin the fingers forward, and then we'll tuck one hand upside down, maybe straighten the elbow, wriggle the fingers, try to create fists, and then the other way. Other hand upside down, wriggle the fingers, try to create fists. Awesome. Sitting back, roll the shoulders up and back. Kneeling or on the heels, toes tucked under, or the toes flat. Shoulders up and forward. And then a really gentle backstroke, waking up that range of motion of your shoulders, and really gentle forward stroke. Brilliant. Shrug up, drop down, shrug up, drop down. Hands on the floor, downward dog. So toes tucked, push into the floor, lift the knees. Just test it out here, see how that feels today. If it doesn't feel right, come down, readjust. Maybe the knees, feet can be wider apart. Lift up, and then I start to pedal through my heels, and then I might even walk my hands a bit further forward, my feet a bit further back, warming up the calf muscles, up and down on the spot. Head can be heavy. Find the breath. So it's as much about movement as it is about being that awareness and consciousness to your breathing. When we're aware of our breathing, we're aware of how our mind and emotions are also presenting in their bodies. So physically the muscles can tension when we're feeling stressed or feeling emotional. And that's that sure sign that our breathing may have changed. So we check in with our breathing. Come down if you need. Roll the shoulders. Awesome. Move your head a little bit side to side, ear to shoulder, and maybe even chin out to each side. Brilliant. Come back to downward dog. Lift up. Raise the right leg nice and high. Stretch it up. You can point the toe. Let the left heel sink deeper. And then pull that right leg forward. Foot comes down, lower the back knee, lunge, come kneeling up. Find a little bit of movement here. If you'd like to have the toe tucked under like I do, make sure the cushioning under that left knee is comfortable. Lift the arms, keep the breath moving, if you can through the nose. Take the left arm forward and the right arm back, so you're turning to your right. Brilliant. And then arms go up, other way. Right arm forward, left arm back. Lift up. This time bring your left arm across that right leg. It's a little twist. I've flipped the video so you can see me from the back. Either just hold there and breathe, just in that twist, or you can bring the hands together in prayer. So in the twist, just find the breath. Even if there's restriction, if you feel that through the ribs, let that breath move in and move out. Just one more breath here, and then just bringing the hands down to the floor. Either side of that foot, framing the foot, and then just slowly take that foot up and back. So letting that right leg lift high, left heel sinking down to the floor, and then just slowly lower that right leg, downward dog. Inhale the left foot up, let the right heel sink. Point the left toe. Take a breath in. And exhale that left foot forward. Step it forward. Knee lowers down. Up into that lunge. So hands on that knee, maybe the back toes tucked. Moving forward and back. Just feeling as we just move and limber up this back leg. Get the body used to movement, range of motion. Lift the arms up. Take that right arm forward, left arm back. So you're opening to the left. Inhale the arms up, other way. Left arm forward, right arm back. Perfect. Inhale, lift up. Back the other way, right arm forward in that twist. Arms up. This time that right arm just rests over the left leg. So you're feeling that stretch here. Maybe the hands come to prayer. Maybe the thumbs come into the body. You can look out towards that left elbow. Breathing here. So that twist, expanding the lungs with that in-breath. And exhaling. Feel that resistance that occurs because we're distorting the rib cage, distorting the lungs. One more breath in. Hands come down, framing that front foot. Lift the back knee back into a lunge. Push back and try to take that left leg up and back. Three-legged downward dog. That's it. Right heel can sink. Then lower the foot back to a downward dog. Just refine the footing. If you need to, just shuffle the toes, the heels, whatever feels right. And lower the knees. Bend the elbows. So we're coming down just into a sphinx. So slowly come up. Elbows under shoulders. Bending that back. Pushing down through the elbows. Head trying to face forward. And then very gently push the right shoulder forward and the left shoulder's just pulling back into the ribs. Then change it up. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder pulls back into the ribs. One more each side. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder pulls back. It's quite subtle, but hopefully you feel that in the ribs themselves. Change it up, final side. Come back to center. Lower down, hands under shoulders, superhero poses. As you inhale, lift the head and shoulders, float the hands, squeeze your glutes, point the toes. Maybe the feet go wide, maybe the arms go forward. Even gently, like you're in water, letting the feet one at a time, kicking that water. Keep that breath moving. Slowly lower down. Take a moment, take a breath. Even rock the hips side to side. We'll do it again. Lift up head and shoulders, float the hands, squeeze your glutes. Arms can go forward, flying like the superhero. Or elbows pulling in, or doing both. Forward, inhale, pulling elbows in. Forward as you exhale, elbows pulling as you inhale. One more each. Lower down. Take a moment, rock your hips. Hands under shoulders, we can push back to child's pose. Push down, knees can come in, hips back towards the heels, head down towards the floor. If you can tuck those arms under, do. Or rest the forehead on hands or fists. Refine that breath. Moments of movement, moments of stillness. The breath is always with you. Slowly come up, hands under shoulders. Straighten that left leg back. Tuck your toe, pushing back through the heel, calf stretch. You can bounce a little and then change it up. Right foot back, tuck the toe, push the heel back. Brilliant. Come back in, we'll do our tiger sequence. So right toe will push back, balancing on the hands and that left knee. Inhale the leg high, look up. Exhale the knee into the body, drop the forehead, push into the floor, doming the spine. Inhale, leg goes back and up, look up. Exhale, doming the spine as the knee pulls in, pushing into the floor. One more, leg goes back and up, arching, looking up. Exhale to dome that spine, knee comes into the body, head drops to the knee, push into the floor. And then lower the knee, left side. Left leg back, point the toe. Inhale the leg high. Exhale the knee into the body, dome the spine, push into the floor, head drops forward. Inhale, that leg goes back and up. Exhale, bring it in. Knee to nose. Inhale, one more, take it back and up. Exhale, draw that knee in. Dome your spine, push into the floor. Lower the knee. Hands stay forward. This time let the hips come back. Take the hands wider apart, even wider than the mat. Feel that stretch hopefully under the shoulders. And if you want, even just start to tiptoe the fingers further away so the hips come away from the heels. And letting the arms, the forearms touch down on the floor if they're floating. Maybe you feel that stretch under the armpits. Take some breath here, opening up through the ribs, the chest. If the neck feels cranked, either drop the forehead onto the floor or look forward gently. And then bend those elbows so the hands come in. Just gets you out of it easier. And be mindful of your shoulders here. Sit back into that child's pose. Even rest the forehead on fingers again. Awesome. And we're going to stand up, tuck your toes, downward dog, walk your feet forward, knees are soft, rolling up to stand. Roll your shoulders, and then step the feet wide. We're going to do just a little bit of Skandasana, side to side with the legs, making sure the knees feel safe. Fold forward first. Knees can soften. You're kind of in like a wide horse stance, but just more of that triangle legs, whatever feels right. Maybe the feet are a bit closer. Make sure the toes are on a diagonal pointing outwards. Right knee bends. Walk over towards that leg. Maybe the butt is up, but some of you will be able to bend quite deeply. Right knee straightening over the toes, left leg's lengthening. And then go the other side. Bend that left knee, sort of crab walk over that side, left knee bends. Again, maybe more upright, totally fine. Let your hips decide what feels right. Knee also is over toes, right thigh, inner thigh, getting that length. One more each side. Come over to the right. Right knee bends, left leg straightens. Really low. If you can. My right heels come up. That's totally fine as long as my knee feels safe. Other side. Slowly bend that left knee. Crab walk over. Holding yourself, supporting your body on the floor. Then coming back to center. Just heel toe those feet a bit closer. Let the body fold forward. Sway the body. Inhale, roll yourself back up. Roll the shoulders. That's it. A few helicopter swings. And then gently coming back to the floor on your back. Stretch the legs out. Feet flopping to the side. Just a few minutes of rest here. Palms can be face up. Shoulder blades squeezing together. Rock your hips. Deep breath in. And sigh it out. Two more. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. And one more. Deep breath in. And just let it go. Let the body be still. Eyes can close. Aware of your breathing as it slows down, the heartbeat, blood pressure also gently lowering. So allowing yourself to give in and let go, release, softening, easing and just giving into the floor. Just gently just coming back to awareness of your body on the space. Deepen the breath. Fingers and toes wriggling. You can stretch the arms above your head, lengthening along the floor. And then soften the knees in, just hug and squeeze. You can rock a little bit side to side, or even just letting the knees drop left to right with the feet flat. Easy twisting. And then either roll to one side, resting for a moment, pushing yourself up, sitting up. So final movement of your head and shoulders, roll them up and back, up and forward, just ear to shoulder, chin can come forward and out, and then just looking over both shoulders. Deep breath in, raise your arms up. Hands come down to the heart, that respect for self. Thank you everybody, hoping that was a nice little wake up, whether it's the morning or the afternoon slump that we can sometimes have. A nice simple little stretch can help just recharge and recalibrate the body. See you soon.